was the first female president, the first black female president. Let's get this done, Hotties. Hotties for Harris.
All right, so you've heard of white dudes for Kamala, South Asians for Harris, childless cat ladies for Harris, and now that is rap artist Megan Thee Stallion introducing hotties for Harris. And of course, the right is so mad. Megan Thee Stallion performed at Kamala Harris's first campaign event, a massive event in Atlanta, Georgia. And it had a number of celebrities, including Megan Thee Stallion. Quavo of Migos was there, speaking about gun violence. He is from Atlanta, and his nephew and fellow Migos artist was murdered by gun violence, killed by gun violence. But anyway, that doesn't matter because here we go. Megan Thee Stallion, always triggering the right. Everyone is upset about that, including, of course, the guy who had to do his own version of WAP and thinks that Megan Thee Stallion has a medical condition if she does have a WAP, Ben Shapiro.
If you find this sort of thing attractive, then I present you with the possibility of 8 years, 8 long years.
Yes, 8 long years of watching this incredible performer. Now, to talk about Megan at this event, I just want to explain. She didn't do a lot of twerking. She wore a suit and a jacket. Yeah, it was like a crop top, but like fairly reined in, and there was no cussing. She was like live editing herself on during the performance. There were no swears, which is pretty incredible. But of course, that didn't stop a lot of online right-wingers and obviously Ben Shapiro there from saying things like this. Evan Kilgore saying hoes for Harris. Hood rats for Harris, single black mamalas for Kamala, and white dudes for Harris. The left-wing movement is pure ghetto trash. Anyone who watches a performance by Megan Thee Stallion and is sincerely moved to vote for Kamala should be deported. All the things, all the bigotry. The conservative duck then tweets, I love that after the rally, Harris had featuring Megan Thee Stallion, hose for Harris is trending, but it's very interesting to see that Kamala Harris has to resort to a gyrating rapper to pull the crowd's Trump can. Well, we'll see, because Trump's gonna be in that same arena this weekend, so we'll see if he actually fills it to that extent. Okay, so they're mad. They're mad that there's a celebrity that's like performing for Kamala Harris. But then Matt Walsh, Matt Walsh, a man who with just the creepiest facial hair, the man who wants to know what a woman is, the man who's so obsessed with trans people, makes kind of a good point, and it's devastating. He says on X, no, for Republicans, Kamala has all the big name entertainers on her side, all of them. And she hasn't even pulled out the big guns yet. The Taylor Swift rally appearance will happen soon enough. Please do not try to counter this by parading around a bunch of washed up or obscure entertainers that nobody cares about. That just makes us look sad and irrelevant. Best to bow out of the celebrity competition and argue that we should focus on policy instead. It's the only hand we have to play. It can work, but you undermine it if you make fun of Megan Thee Stallion. And then 2 days later, start fangirling over some third-rate celebrity endorsing Trump. We need consistent messaging on this. Okay, Matt, okay. But I think a certain blonde bombshell would like a word. Please play.
But what happened last week when they took a shot at my hero? And they tried to kill the next president of the United States. Enough was enough. And I said, let Trumpomania run wild, brother. Let Trumpomania rule again. Let Trumpomania make America great again.
Hey, don't scroll away. Come back. Because before the video continues, we just want to urge you to lend your support to TYT. You power our honest reporting. You do it at tyt.com/team, and we love you for it.
Are you telling me Taylor can't take Hulk Hogan? Gen Z, you all know who that is. Hulk Hogan.
Okay. Franny, don't make me defend the Republicans here. Hulk Hogan is a badass celebrity, okay?
In the year 2024?
Well, look, when I was, to prove your point, when I was a kid, I was a little Hulkamaniac. And that's been a while.
I didn't realize I was hitting a nerve there.
Yeah.
Look, I had a Hulk Hogan action figure, but come on.
Yeah, me too. Okay, but it's been a minute. So seriously, that's probably the best celebrity they have. I think Matt Walsh is probably referring to guys like Ted Nugent and Roseanne Barr and like washed up people who just come in and they're like, I just grabbed my pants. Right? And like just weirdos saying crazy stuff, as washed gets. I mean, don't make me agree with Matt Walsh, but he's totally right. I mean, celebrities overall are embarrassing and they're never gonna win that game. And that's so funny about it. They're like, oh, look at the Hollywood liberals. We don't want George Clooney and Taylor Swift. They're like, oh, look, it's Ted Nugent. Oh my God, it's James Woods. James Woods.
Amber Rose. Cenk, everybody knows Amber Rose, household name. Amber, I dated Kanye Rose.
Yeah, so it's a sad way of playing yourself. So yeah, unfortunately, I agree with Walsh there. All right, one more thing, which is that look, this is the Republicans falling into the trap that I talked about earlier in the show. They can't help themselves. So all you have to do is like put a black person up on stage, say, oh, I support Kamala Harris. Asian person, woman, trans, it doesn't matter. Nothing. Put anyone that isn't like a straight white male on stage and have them say anything benign. Like, I kind of like Kamala Harris. And what Republicans will do is, oh yeah, we hate Asians and stupid Asians for stupid Kamala. Yeah, screw all you Asians. Well, dumbasses, you just did her job for her. You alienate every category there is because you can't help yourself. You see a black entertainer and you can't help but say hose for Harris.
Right.
So, okay, keep going, because this is a terrific way to lose the election. I mean, since Kamala Harris has come in and Joe Biden went out, it's been nothing but rising polls for Kamala Harris, the Democrats on a massive upswing, and the Republicans sliding away, just totally falling off a cliff because they're like, no, black woman, nah!
Yep.
Right? So keep going, play that identity politics, see how it turns out for you.
It's so funny. Yeah, it's so funny because Cenk, you and I go on Piers occasionally. Sadly, we subject ourselves to that. And when I was on like the day after Kamala was like announced and Biden drops out, and they were like, okay, well, just all he's got to do is stick to policy. We just stick to policy. Don't mention that she's a black woman, and he's gonna be fine. And like 2 weeks later, you're like, oh boy, how did that work out? And it's also so funny because they don't want to stick to policy because then they have to talk about Project 2025 or Agenda 47 or whatever we're rebanding it as, and like firing a bunch of federal workers and replacing them with loyalists. And it's like, okay, no policy. Go back to personal attacks. Ooh, you're so right about it. Kamala doesn't even have to talk about being a woman or a black woman. They're doing it for her. They're doing the job for her of making themselves look like utter villains.
100%. I mean, maybe you'll get 17 bro votes on X by saying hose for Harris, but you're gonna turn off millions of people. So here's some rope. Have fun.
Yes.
Thanks for watching the video, guys. We also love it if you hit the join button below because that makes you a member, and members allow us to be independent, honest. We can be as progressive as we want, no corporate media influence, and that's all because of you guys. We love doing the show with our members. Hit the join button, become one of the Young Turks.